It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, you know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Joke, no joke. I'm here, baby. You already know. And if you didn't know, you better act like you know. Tonight, we got an explosive one. I mean, explosive one. The Diddy money train don't quit. I am pretty black in the building. Miss Rain on me. Rain on me. Tasha Rain in the building. This one tonight, y'all. Holy crap. Y'all in for a treat. This one is you might want to share this one before I get into it. This Kirk Burrowes, former Bad Boy, I'll say exec or alleged co-founder, I don't know, but from his data point, he is a co-founder, has sued Janice Combs. Now, the only thing about this lawsuit for me is that he has the same attorney as others like Little Rod, the Tyrone Blackburn dude, right? So buckle up, because you know how Tyrone writes his his lawsuits. And share this, let everybody know I'm live. Let's go.
Joke, no joke, yeah. It's joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Chicken joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Niggas joke, no joke.
Joke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah, now.
Joke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Joke, get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air, you clowns, I see the envy that you breathe, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm popping cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats, cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realize that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. 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 The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. The truth in the industry made me the chokester. Chokester. On the ones and twos, chokester. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eden Wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad.
Choke, no joke. You already know we back in the building. You are live and direct. Don't ask if this is live because I just said it's live, okay? And it says it's live, okay? So don't ask. Don't get in my chat. Is this live? Is this live? I guarantee you somebody's going to say that in a little while. All right. So, you know what? Oh, God. Should I go Instagram? I'll do Instagram to go on the TikTok. Saying Jim Jones is funny. Said he slapped the popcorn out of Mace. TikTok, what up? Choke, no joke. I'm live. Come build with the God. Peace. Okay. I guess I'll go live on Instagram for a minute. All right, y'all. So we are here. I'm live, Instagram, YouTube. Let me put the title on Instagram, and I will get straight to it. This is going to be a good one tonight, boy. Instagram, I'm live on YouTube. YouTube, I'm live on Instagram. All right. I have to get into it. There we go. Whoa, y'all in the building. Okay. Rocky, I see you. Membership gang. Leo. Got my man Jigger in the building. Got Warren in the building. Nandy in the building. Can I do a show on how financial forensics work? It said that Whitney Houston was slated to hire a team to find her missing royalties too, like in the Angie Stone spoke to. There's a lot of people. R. Kelly was doing the same thing. One day we'll talk about that. I'll keep it in mind. But I appreciate you for tuning in, Nandy, as well as everybody else. As everybody over here in Instagram land. I'll give y'all shout outs a little later. I'm going to get straight into this. But I appreciate and love y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, if you have not booked your cruise, the Virgin Voyages cruise, to come and hang out with Tosh Rain and Mike B and White Fee and I ain't gonna tell y'all. I can't tell y'all everybody. Y'all, I'll wait till y'all get to see us on the ship. But if you didn't get the book, you still got time. April 6th to the 11th. All right. Hit me up, chokenojoke@gmail, or right here at Real Choke No Joke on Instagram, or right there on Instagram. You know, if you want to join the cruise, you know what I mean? This ain't nothing I'm making money off of. You're going to go and you're going to pay for your own thing and everything, and you're just going to join us. All right. This ain't no money making thing. This is a let's get together, build network, and have a good time thing. All right. And celebrate Aries and Taurus. All right. And everybody else is going to be on the ship. So hopping straight into it. Kirk Burrowes. Now I know Kirk Burrowes. I met him through his goddaughter, who I love dearly to my heart. And she called me one day, and I don't know, maybe they had a conversation. She let him know that she knew me, and she called me and told me that he wanted to speak to me. We got on the phone, we kicked it. He told me, you know, his whole story, or not his whole story, but he gave me a synopsis of his life and his situation with Diddy, this, that, and the other, because we was talking about him coming on doing the interview. And this before he did any interviews with anybody, even the Squarer, right? But you know me, my platform is more raw and uncut, and I am not going to dance around. And I believe he got intimidated, like with my platform, to come out and do interview about Diddy back then, because that's what he was going to do. But I'm sure somebody talked him out of it, like, nigga, you going to choke shit. Diddy definitely going to see you. You know what I mean? Whatever, I don't know what happened, but nonetheless, afterwards, he wound up giving Gene Squirrel an interview. And then after that, I guess Gene might have hooked him up with the Art of Dialogue, and then he did an interview with him. So at that point, I was no longer interested, because he already said what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? And then again, they wouldn't ask the stuff that I would have asked anyway. But anyway, so that was probably around the last time that and maybe the only time that I spoke to Kirk Burrowes. We may have spoke twice, I'm not sure. But anyway, uh, I know he has sued Diddy in the past. I want to say like around maybe 2008, 10, somewhere around there. I can't remember. But he did sue Diddy before. Um, because what he states is that he was a co-founder of Bad Boy and he had 25% of it. And at a certain point, uh, Diddy had came to him and asked him to give back the 25%. And he promised to give it back to him. And he never gave it back to him. Me, I probably wouldn't have did that, knowing that I is a chance that I wouldn't get it back unless I really felt this guy was trustworthy, that I could take his word on it, that he's going to give it back. But the thing with Kirk Burrowes and Diddy that is that they didn't just have a business relationship. I have to say allegedly, because I never been in a room with them and I didn't know them back when they allegedly had a personal relationship. But I would think that at this time, with all the allegations coming out by now, that it's a clear observation that allegedly Diddy is into men. Now, I know he is because I told y'all he made a pass at me, right? And a lot of y'all was like, oh, come on, man, Joe, get out of here. Now, look, you believe it now? You believe it now with all these lawsuits, even out of 100 lawsuits, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, at least 10 of them got to be close to at least half the truth, right? So Kirk Burrowes and Diddy having more than just a business relationship, like I said, allegedly, I have to say, because I wasn't in no rooms, but I believe it. Makes the argument a little fuzzy because even though they two men, it doesn't you can't disregard the emotion of them allegedly being intimate, or even if that was emotionally intimate, even if it wasn't physically, right? But allegedly they were an item, right? I mean, easy slipping. So when he sues, it's kind of like I'll give you an analogy. Let's just say, even though they married, let's just say they wasn't married, like Kurt and Rashida, right? They got a clothing store together. They got a restaurant together. Let's just say the restaurant, I'll give them some free promo. They got a restaurant in Atlanta called Frost Bistro. I haven't eaten there yet, but I follow like Rashida. I think I even follow Kurt. And then, you know, all the other socialites in Atlanta. So I get to see a lot of advertisement in support for them, right? But I'm Frost Bistro, try it. I didn't try it yet, so I can't tell you how the food is. But from what I hear, is good. But I'll try it one day. Maybe I'll go do a review over there, right? But I use them as the emotional part. Like they, even though they married, but they a couple, that would be allegedly Diddy and Kirk Burrowes doing business. Now let's just say Kirk goes to Rashida one day and says, "Hey, baby, let me get your 50% of the company because I can secure this deal. If I own 100% of the company, then this company is going to want to do something with me, but they don't want to be dealing with us both. But once we do the deal, I'll give you your 50% back." As his wife, as his girl, she may feel emotionally that he may not cross her, right? Now, if they was just business partner, the person might be like, "What? Give you a percentage and you're going to give it back to me?" Right. You can buy a percentage if you want it. You know, I'm not just going to give it to you for you to give it back to me. Now, if you want to buy me out, yeah, we could talk about that. But give it to you? Only way I'm doing that if I'm goddamn head over heels in love with you to even consider something that's stupid. Right? No offense to Kirk Burrowes, but that is kind of stupid for a person to come to you and say, "Yo, give me your shares, 25% of a company," and they're going to give it back to you, and you not think to be compensated for it, or I don't know, or at least bare minimum, have that in writing that you're giving it to him in X amount of time, 3 years, 5 years. Even if he don't give it back prior to that, it automatically comes back to you at that X amount of time. You know what I'm saying? You get what you negotiate. That's what I would do, right? But for Kirk Burrowes to sue Diddy because, you know, he was he gave up a quarter of his quarter of the company in hopes of getting it back. I don't even know how that court thing played out, but I think he went to jail for Diddy. I don't know if it was over tax stuff or whatever, but he went to jail, or he claims that he went to jail for Diddy. Like he fell on the sword for Bad Boy and went to jail so the Diddy didn't have to, right? Which I believe is probably going to be in this lawsuit. I'm just going off the stuff that he told me personally. And then I guess when he came home from jail, he went to Diddy trying to, you know, I guess get what was promised to him. And that didn't happen. That's kind of where it led him to want to come do the interview with me, because at that point, he started feeling like he wanted to tell his story and stuff. But there was a little intimidation factor there. He was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, you know, this nigga scared. But he definitely was not aggressive and wanting to talk about being allegedly robbed by Diddy or whatever. He wanted to talk about it, but he was very, I ain't gonna lie, he was very scared to do the interview. And the interview, if you look at the interviews he's have done, he's talked very soft and around things. Now, recently he sued Diddy's mom, Janice Combs or Janice Smalls, because I'm saying they got Smalls up here, which may be her maiden name. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe she never got married to the father. I don't know. Or remarried. Who knows? Whatever. But that's irrelevant because we know who he's suing. Now, I'm going to get into this. And here's an interesting thing. Kirk Burrowes filed state and federal. That's the interesting thing. He filed state and federal. So I'm going to get right into this. I don't even know which one I want. Do I want to go straight into the lawsuit? Or should I? Which one is this? Yes. I think I'm going to read the preliminary statement first and then get into the lawsuit. Because the preliminary statement is a gist of what's going to be in the lawsuit, right? So, opposed to going through, the lawsuits much longer. So, let's go through this so we can see what Kirk Burrowes is alleging. And like I said, his lawyer is Tyrone Blackburn, the guy that's also representing Little Rod and maybe a few other people in this case. And he's been under high scrutiny with this case, with these allegations and stuff too. So, but yeah, let's get into the preliminary statement. So, the state, I'm gonna give you the state one, and then I'll get to the federal. So this is the state one, right? And this one is against Diddy. So the federal one is against the moms. This he's coming like two guns blazing, like he's just shooting like he want to hit something so he can get paid. He going at Diddy and he going at the mother. So plaintiff Kirk Burrowes, by and through undersigned counsel, brings this complaint for damages against defendant Sean Combs and alleges as follows. This case arises from an egregious and deeply disturbing pattern of sexual abuse, coercion, violence, and intimidation inflicted upon plaintiff Kirk Burrowes by defendant Sean Combs, spanning more than a decade. The thing I'm not going. Let me just read it because I'm get sidetracked. Combs systematically weaponized his power, influence, and financial dominance to control, degrade, and violate plaintiff, fostering a toxic environment of coercion, fear, and psychological manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, Tyrone Blackburn stuff be entertaining. It don't be like the white lawyers. Like this dude be writing an episode of Empire. The abuse began during plaintiff's tenure as co-founder and executive of Bad Boy Entertainment, Inc., where Combs utilized his position to subject plaintiff to repeated sexual harassment. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. I want to see in here if he even admits that they had anything going on. All right, repeated sexual harassment, physical aggression, and forced compliance with degrading sexual acts. This is it. He's not going to say that they allegedly had a relationship. Like some of this stuff, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, can you imagine you sexually harassing your girlfriend? Like she in the kitchen cooking and you walk in and smack on the booty. Hey, baby. And I turned around, she in court talking about he was sexually harassing me. You know, he would force himself on me. He would grope me while I was fixing eggs. Your girlfriend? Like, come on, man. I know it's same-sex stuff, you know, allegedly, but like, come on, y'all. Like, come on, man. How do you sexually harass somebody that you intimate with, bro? Like, what? Yo, baby, you looking good today. I like how what you call it? Them jeans is fitting you. Baby, I love that crop top on you. You got your cleavage looking right, baby. Baby, why are you sexually harassing me? Like, this is your significant other. This is, yo, man. Okay, allegedly, man. Plaintiff was placed in numerous untenable situations, including being summoned into private setting under the guise of business meeting, only to be confronted with Combs' unwanted sexual advances, nudity, sexual overtones, voyeurism, and acts of exhibitionism. As plaintiffs sought to establish boundaries and regain autonomy, Combs escalated his campaign of control, resorting to physical violence, blackmail, career sabotage, and financial extortion. The most devastating result of this campaign was Combs' forced coercion of plaintiff to surrender his 25% ownership stake in Bad Boy Entertainment, Inc., under the threat of violence and financial ruin, leaving the plaintiff without any compensation for his critical role in the company's success. See what I told y'all? I knew that's what this is, right? Because he told me, right? But the most devastating result of this campaign was Combs' forced coercion of the plaintiff to surrender his 25% ownership stake in Bad Boy Entertainment, Inc., under the threat of violence, right? Now, I don't know if Kirk Burrowes has a lawsuit in place, police report in place when whatever we're going to hear how he coerced him or threatened him to give up his 25% ownership for no money. No money. And you signed it. He must have vanilla iced him. He must have definitely vanilla iced him, hung him over the balcony. I'm not giving up 25% of my company. Anyway, Cole's predatory actions were not isolated incidents, but part of a long-standing pattern of abuse against individuals he viewed as vulnerable to his control. And I know some of y'all say, man, Diddy a gangster. Man, okay. This lawsuit seeks to hold Combs accountable for his actions, reveal the systematic and orchestrated nature of his abusive conduct, and provide plaintiffs with redress for the physical, emotional, and financial devastation inflicted upon them. Parties. Plaintiff Kirk Burrowes is a renowned executive in the music and entertainment industry and co-founder of Bad Boy Entertainment, Inc., BBE, and was contractually entitled to 25% ownership in into Bad Boy Entertainment and a 15% share of Bad Boy Entertainment's annual earnings. Interesting. As the co-founder of BBE, Plaintiff was instrumental in shaping the company's success, serving as chief operating officer and general manager. Plaintiff dedicated his curated expertise, time, and substantial resources to BBE, including managing daily operations, overseeing artist development, and contributing to the label's overall strategic growth. Defendant Sean Combs was a resident of New York during the relevant period and is the CEO of Bad Boy Records. He is currently oh my God, this dude is something else. He is currently inmate number 37452-054 at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. This court has jurisdiction under New York City Administrating Code 10-1104 as the acts of gender-motivated violence occurred within New York City. Gender-motivated violence occurred. The venue is under CPLR 503 and 509 and is the events giving the rise to the plaintiff's claims occurred in New York County. Factual background. Upon information and belief, defendant Combs used his position of power to assert dominance over employees and business associates through sexual coercion and exhibition. Expositionism. Combs regularly forced plaintiffs into situations where he was made to witness Combs engaging in sexual acts with employees, interns, prospective artists, and third parties at the Bad Boy Entertainment office, reinforcing his control through humiliation and intimidation. On multiple occasions, Combs summoned plaintiff through the company intercom system under false pretenses, only for plaintiff to walk in on Combs receiving oral sex or engaging in other lewd acts. This was where I get into, okay, and you stay working there. You walk in, he getting had, and you stayed at the job. Okay. And what do you say? You couldn't find a job nowhere else, but you would sit there. I know these people are considered victims, right? But as a grown man, I'm just a little different. If it don't make me feel comfortable, I don't care how much money I'm making. I'm not going to subject myself to be uncomfortable, to be traumatized, and be holding that for life. Like, upon information and belief, Combs orchestrated these encounters as a means of psychologically breaking down the plaintiff's resistance and establishing his submission. Then why stay, brother? If he's playing a psychological game with you by calling you into his office while he's getting head, why are you staying? Or is he doing that to make you jealous because you was a lover, allegedly? Or are you upset that you walk in on that and that was once your boo, allegedly, right? So is that the psychological warfare? Like you don't want to mess with him no more, so he gonna let you see somebody else getting it? I'm just, I just, yo, bro, man. How violated do you got to be to quit? I'm just saying, man. How violated do you got to be to quit? Combs frequently made inappropriate and sexually suggestive remarks about the plaintiff's body, implying that the compliance with his advances would secure career benefits. Oh, Kurt. Kurt, what did he say? You was packing or you got a fatty? Hey, boy, looking mighty good in them jeans. How about you come on over here? Humming now. Ah. Oh, God, man. Plaintiff was coerced into staying in rooms while Combs was engaged in sexual activities, with Combs insisting that such exposure was part of the culture of the entertainment industry and requirement for success. Well, that part I don't believe. I mean, that part I don't. I don't have an argument with. Yeah, that is part of you motherfucking all these successful ones that y'all think is straight. Wrong. As in the case with the bevy of lawsuits filed against Sean Combs in the Southern District of New York and the New York State courts, requiring his staff to watch him engage in sexual activities and or to watch him take showers naked is part of the defendant's disgusting and multilateral groom tactics. Wait a minute. So you telling me that Kirk Burrowes had to sit there and watch Diddy take showers, bro? Watch him engage in sexual activities or to watch him take showers naked. And you stayed. And you worked for him. You didn't go to human resources and report this dude. Or is he human resources too? Oh my God, bro. Imagine me watching Diddy take a shower, yo, and not walk out. Stunner Vision, what up? Salute. Thanks for the love. Yo, I'm going to watch this dude take a shower. How am I even in the bathroom? For what reason? For what reason would I have to be in the bath to take notes? I can't wait for him to get dressed. I got to go in the shower. For what, bro? For what? I gotta watch Diddy take showers. Where's that in my job description? Please show me that in the company manual. This is yo, man. $1995 to 1996. escalation to physical coercion and forced submission. During the business trip in 1995, Combs arranged a meeting at a hotel suite, but upon plaintiff's arrival, Combs was nude and demanded that the plaintiff watch as he masturbated. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Oh my, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, stop. Now, if he didn't quit after this, y'all, like, and then let's once again keep in mind that it is alleged that these two was an item, right? This ain't just a random Joe Schmo intern or something. These guys allegedly was an item. So when you know that and you hearing this type of stuff, it's like if y'all are intimate, man. All right, let me just keep going, man. This. I can't wait to get to the lawsuit and see all the details that this is. Because remember, this ain't the detailed one. In late 1995, at Combs' Midtown apartment, Combs physically restrained the plaintiff, preventing him from leaving by removing his keys, pinning him down onto a bed, and simulating intercourse until he ejaculated. No. So he jumped on you and dry humped you until he bust. Okay. Oh. You let him get on you, dry hump you until he bust, bro. And you still work there? I know I'm getting ready to hear you quit at least after that, bro. The nigga got on you in Will Smith you in the Wild Wild West. You gotta know, man. You gotta know they was messing around. There's no way that like he's done all this, and this dude did not go to the precinct one time. This nigga, he just violates him anytime his little pee get hard. He just jumps right on this nigga like a dog, and he come here, Kurt. Come here, Kurt. Give me that leg, Kurt. Like, come on, bro. This is, and you ain't cracked this nigga over the head with a vase or nothing at this point. I gotta read these last two again. During the business trip in 1995, Combs arranged a meeting at his hotel suite. But upon plaintiff's arrival, Combs was nude and demanded that the plaintiff watch it as he masturbated. Sit down, buddy. I got something to show you. Yeah. Take that. And you just sitting there like, okay, Diddy. Okay. In late 1995, at Diddy'S Midtown apartment, Combs physically restrained plaintiff, preventing him from leaving by removing his keys, pinning him down onto the bed, and simulating intercourse until he ejaculated. Upon information and belief, Combs engaged in this behavior as a demonstration of power and to ensure the plaintiff felt powerless to resist his advances. Maybe he found you attractive. You don't think he found you attractive? It sounds like you turned him on to me. In the office, Combs frequently grabbed the plaintiff inappropriately by his penis and his anus and would corner him in the confined spaces while making sexually explicit comments about what he expected from the plaintiff. So you still there? You still there? The nigga is cornering you. He's cornering you in the kitchen, in the office, allegedly, or wherever, and grabbing your pee-pee. And you stay there? After he jerked off in front of you prior to that, and dry humped you and nutted on you, you telling me, allegedly, that now he's trapping you into the corner in the office and the stuff like that, and grabbing your pee-pee in your culo, and you don't crack him in the head, papi? You don't pull out your blade, papi, and cut him? No? No bueno. No bueno, Cortero. Cortero. No bueno, Cortero. On one occasion, Combs asked the plaintiff to hire more homosexual males, interns, and employees because he believed they will worship him, succumb to Combs' sexual advances, and work without ceasing. And y'all questioning me about them transgenders and that goddamn Big Papa video? Y'all questioning me about a transgender standing in a man's bathroom, standing in the urinal with two other men, and they looking at his ding ding? Combs engineered situations in which the plaintiff was placed in compromising positions with third parties, using those incidents to further manipulate and control him. For example, Sean Combs requested that the plaintiff give him hand jobs, blow jobs, and to use objects on him anal. What the coleke? The boy loco papi, no. What? What? Kirk Burrowes was jerking him off, or he was requesting that he jerk him off, give him blowjobs. And man, and you tell me they wasn't a couple, bro, allegedly. Come on, who would just say this type of stuff to a person that's straight, if he is straight, even if he ain't straight? Who just tell yo, man, not yo, come here, come whack me off, bro? Yo, go over there and get that baby oil over here. Come here, man. Let me see your hands. Put your hands up. Got some big hands, man. You know what to do with them hands, man? Let me see your palms, man. Oh. Yeah, I'm a palm reader. Yeah. Your palms tell me not to stroke a mean one. Go over there and get that baby oil, man. Come in, man. Get to it. Like, how does that even happen? And you stay there. Okay, boss. Like, you don't walk up to him and say, I got you. And just kick him in his ding ding. Bang, nigga. What you say? I'll put that nigga nuts in his goddamn stomach. He just could tell you that he want a hand job, a blow job, and to put stuff in his culo. Okay. They gotta kick that nigga nuts. That shit would have been, you seen them shits in his throat right here, like, yeah, kick that nigga so hard. Nigga nuts would have been feeling fool. They would have been right up under his chin right here. Swear to God. In 1996, Combs stormed into the plaintiff's office with a baseball bat, accompanied by in-house counsel Kenneth Marsalis, and issued an ultimatum: sign over his 25% stake in Bad Boy Entertainment or face violent repercussions. That nigga ain't even come with a gun. A bat. Nigga, my mother was beating my ass with a bat when I was a kid. You scared of a fucking bat? Yo, come on, bro. I got beat with a bat. Like, come on, man. A bat is gonna make me sign up 25%. I'll be like, nigga, if you don't get out of here, I'm gonna stick that bat up your ass, Diddy. Like, get out of here. 25% with a bat. Like, nigga, you better change that B to a G and go get you a gat, a bat. Upon information and belief, Combs viewed plaintiff's ownership in Bad Boy Entertainment as a threat to his absolute control and sought to merge plaintiff's 25% with Combs' mother's 75% ownership and remove plaintiff from the company entirely. Oh, so his mother had 75% of the company. So Puff can never get sued. Well, I mean, he can still be sued. It's in his mom's name. This is why he going after the mother. He knows this. With no alternative and fearing physical retaliation, plaintiff signed away his ownership stake without receiving any financial compensation. Nigga, you was coochie, you booty whipped. Like, you signed it over, yeah, you was booty whipped. Ain't no way. A nigga come with a bat, and you didn't think that you had a 50-50 chance of beating his ass, even though and taking the bat from him and beating him with it. Like, yo, my man, even if he would have batted you down, the police, the ambulance would have had to come. And you could have told them right there what happened and never signed to nothing. I would let him beat me with the bat, and my hands would have been messed up where I couldn't write. But you was better off trying to take that bat and sticking it right where he liked it. Like a bat? He's going to bat. Even if he would have batted you to death, he still wouldn't have got the 25,000. He would have had to explain how you was dead in the office. A bat. A bat, yo. A bat. Like, don't get me wrong. A bat could be a serious weapon with the right person swinging it, right? But you still got a chance of not. I've seen a dude fighting a dude with a bat. And this dude, he's swinging the bat. And the dude just, when I tell you he did not even hit this dude with it once. And the one time he did catch him, the dude let him hit him. And when the bat hit him, boom, he grabbed it, he took it from him, and he whipped his ass. So, Kirk Burrowes, man, a bat, bro. Nah, you did that out of emotion, man. You trusted that he was going to give it back. Combs then took active measures to erase plaintiff's legacy at Bad Boy Entertainment, Inc., systematically removing his name from the company records and public acknowledgments. Of course, you're not an owner no more. They can do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 2001 to present. Post-termination harassment and blacklisting. In 2001, plaintiff having rebuilt his career successfully managing Mary J. Blige and played a pivotal role in the success of her album No More Drama. Enraged by the plaintiff's independence, Combs used his industry influence to have plaintiff abruptly fired. Upon information and belief, Combs took this action as retribution for plaintiff's prior resistance to his abuse and to ensure the plaintiff remained professionally dependent on him. By 2002, Combs was personally contacted industry executives, warning them against working with the plaintiff and labeling him as untrustworthy, effectively cutting off his career prospects. For example, Clive Davis, Roy Lott, Sylvia Rome, Leo Cohen are all individuals that the plaintiff had a working relationship with, all turned their backs on him and allowed Combs' blacklisting to prevail. In 2006, multiple sources informed plaintiff that Combs had used his influence to ensure that no major record label or management firms will hire him, forcing him into economic instability. As recently as 2002, Combs continued this pattern of interference, contacting prospective employees in the gaming industry and discouraging them from hiring the plaintiff, demonstrating that this retaliatory campaign remains ongoing. 2013 to 2014, confrontation and threats in the Midtown Manhattan. In around 2013 or 14, plaintiff was living in a welfare hotel in Midtown Manhattan. Unexpectedly encountered defendant Combs near his New York residence. Plaintiff, attempting to get food from a nearby McDonald's, crossed paths with Combs and his security entourage as they exited a vehicle near their private entrance. Upon seeing the plaintiff, Combs' security detail surrounded him, blocking his movement. Paul Offord, aka Uncle Paulie, a known associate of Combs, explicitly threatened plaintiff stating that when Combs was tired of seeing the plaintiff alive, Paul face would be the last face plaintiff would see. Thinking this was hilarious, Combs proceeded to touch the plaintiff without plaintiff's consent. He pulled the plaintiff close to his body as to simulate giving the plaintiff a bear hug. In doing so, he aggressively grabbed the plaintiff's buttocks and violently shoved him off. Okay. Upon information and belief, Combs orchestrated this encounter as an intimidation tactic to reinforce his continued dominance. How could he orchestrate running to him on the humbug by accident? Anyway, okay. Reinforce his continued dominance and control over the plaintiff's ability to exist within the music industry and the public sphere. Physical assault and sexual groping. Yo, man. At what point do you quit? At what point do you quit? Like, bro, at what point do you quit? Yeah, Shano, I know I talked about that. Instagram, this is about to end. I'm live on YouTube. Come join me, all right? Salute. I gotta show TikTok some love. Physical assault and sexual groping. In 2019, the plaintiff had the misfortune of encountering defendant Combs and his mother, Janice Smalls, at a birthday celebration for Diana Ross. The plaintiff was invited to the party by a friend who is mid-level executive at Universal Music Group. Joke, no joke, I'm live on YouTube. Upon seeing the plaintiff, Combs aggressively grabbed him, forcefully restraining him in the same fake bear hug that he did years prior. Come on, man. Yo, at what point do you knee him? Just knee him in the balls, Kirk Burrowes. Come on, man. Don't act like this nigga wasn't happy to see his old boo. Come on, man. You act like and how many police reports do you got, man? Like, come on, man. Like, this is come on, man. Come on, man. I understand there's victims, but come on, man. As was the case in 1990s and the early 2000s, Combs seized the opportunity to degrade the plaintiff by grabbing him close, slapping him on his rear end, and daring the plaintiff to do something about it. He ain't slap you on your face. He ain't punch you in the face. He slap you on the booty. Yeah, still my ass, baby. The ass still fat, baby. Like, come on, bro. And like, what do you mean you couldn't do nothing about it? At a public event, you couldn't go to security and say, hey, can you call the police? I'm being sexually harassed over here. This man just groped me, grabbed my ass, smacked my ass, whatever, man. Like, come on, Kirk Burrowes. Come on, bro. At what point do you not, like, you get some heart and strike this dude in his face? At what point do you just get some heart and just, like, Fight the bully back, man. Do Diddy strike y'all? Is that scary? Are y'all that scared of Diddy too? Like anybody out there? Do you look at Diddy and you like, and he could do all this stuff to you, and you feel like, like you really couldn't just slap him? Like you really would be that scared to really be to just get violated by this dude that you would not, you would be that scared to just punch this dude right in his mouth? Really? And he robbed you for the company in 2019. He could come up to you and still smack that ass. And you still tolerate it as a grown man 30 years later. He could still, you felt violated 20 years ago when he did it. He can see you and still do it. And you don't do nothing. I'm not saying it's not possible, but come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Combs then proceeded to grope the plaintiff in the overt attempt to assert dominance over him, humiliating the plaintiff in the presence of others. So he grabbed his nuts, y'all. In front of people. Bro. Upon information and belief, Combs engaged in this behavior as continuation of his long standing pattern of controlling and intimidation, using physical and sexual aggression to remind the plaintiff of his power. So he got power over his body because he's Diddy. Because what reason? Combs committed multiple crimes of violence motivated by gender, including sexual assault, forcibly touching, and coercion. Combs subjected plaintiff to sexual violence due to his gender, using intimidation and threats to establish dominance. As a direct and proximate result, the plaintiff suffered physical, psychological, and financial harm. Courtney, thank you. Stupid. Courtney said the Kirk Burrowes fight back fun. Yeah, I got to show y'all this picture so y'all can know who I'm talking about. That's the guy, Miguel, right there in the white coat, y'all. All right. Sean Combs' history and Proximity for violence. Combs has a documented history of using violent threats and coercion to dominate those around him, particularly in professional and personal relationships. In or about 1996, Combs had a strong disagreement with his friend Miguel. Miguel was found dead in his office in 1996. Kirk Burrowes is getting ready to get Diddy buried under the jail. He opened it up for murder in this trial when that superseding indictment come in. Watch. At the time, Miguel was a rising star in the fashion industry and was fielding opportunities for many celebrities and major fashion houses at the time. 3 years prior to Miguel's disappearance, upon information and belief, Combs orchestrated an assault against members of the R&B group Jodeci. Combs hate rejection. After success of Jodeci's first album, which Combs remixed Come and Talk to Me and Forever My Lady, the group decided they did not want Combs to be their artist and development representative for their second album. Shortly after the release of the first single, Cry to You, their second album, the members of Jodeci found themselves tied up and abused in their New Jersey homes. Upon information and belief, Combs sent enforcers to brutalize Jodeci due to their rejection. Yeah, see, Kirk Burrowes. Kirk Burrowes about to play dirty. And all this is going to wind up in that federal trial, and it's going to be a superseding indictment. And watch all this shit. Ooh, Diddy is getting ready to go to jail for a long time. Watch. Shortly thereafter, Jodeci sought refuge with Suge Knight to organize their business and rescue them from Uptown Records, Bad Boy Entertainment, and Combs. Suge Knight traveled to New York, walked into Andre Harrell's office, compelled him to release Jodeci, and while running for his life, Andre Harrell complied. Sean Combs' role in escalating the East Coast-West Coast rivalry in connection to the Tupac Shakur shooting. Oh, this nigga here is dirty. Oh, he is playing dirty. Oh, he's playing dirty. Oh, he is playing dirty, bro. Oh, wait till we get into the lawsuit with all the details. This is about to be something else, bro. Let's see what he got to say about Tupac. Yo, he's complicit, bro. The feds is going to make him testify. You watch. Oh, man, you got information for the Tupac shit? Woo! Oh, boy. Upon information and belief, defendant Combs harbored deep jealousy and resentment toward Tupac Shakur due to Shakur's rapid rise in the music industry, charismatic persona, and widespread influence. Combs envied Shakur's talent, natural ability to captivate audiences, and the respect he commanded from both East and West Coast artists. Shakur's association with Bad Boy Records, former affiliates, and industry executive made Combs feel insecure about his own stature in the hip-hop world. Upon information and belief, Combs became increasingly obsessed with Shakur's growing popularity, perceiving him as a direct threat to his dominance in the music business. Combs used his influence to orchestrate smear campaigns against Shakur, fueling the East Coast-West Coast rivalry to undermine Shakur's credibility and career. Plaintiff witnessed instances in which Combs expressed paranoia and frustration over Shakur's success, indicating a deep-seated need to diminish his rival's influence. Combs allegedly made statements to insiders suggesting that Shakur's presence in the industry threatened his own legacy, leading him to take increasingly aggressive measures to overshadow and eliminate the competition. Upon information and belief, Combs' unchecked jealousy contributed to reckless decisions and actions that escalated tensions within the music industry, fostering a dangerous environment for artists. On September 7, 1996, Tupac Amaru Shakur was shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. He succumbed to his injuries on September 13, 1996. According to the plaintiff journals from the time, defendant Combs had a phone conversation with a West Coast record label executive and various street gang factions several days prior to Tupac being shot in Vegas. This nigga is dirty, man. Oh, you dirty, man, Kirk Burrowes, man. You throw the boy Diddy under the bus. You implicate him in the Tupac murder. Rasta, man. No blood clot. You say Choke No Joke was right about his theory, man. Must read on, man. Must read on. Rude boy, roll one up, roll boy, roll one up. Girlfriend, make you a drink. It gets real in here, man. The boy say Diddy. According to plaintiff journals from the time, the defendant Diddy Combs had a conversation with the West Coast record label executive and various street gang factions several days prior to Tupac being shot in Vegas. Upon information and belief, this was fueled by Combs' jealousy and envy of Tupac and Christopher Wallace building friendship. Buddy and friendship, and rise as the top two hip-hop artists in the world. The topic of discussion between the West Coast record label executive and various street gang factions and Sean Combs was the East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. The week prior to the Tupac's Vegas shooting, defendant Combs rented several vehicles and instructed several men from Harlem to drive those vehicles from New York City to Las Vegas. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's over, bro. It's over. It's over, bro. It's over. Diddy, here come the Tupac indictment, bro. They got him. They got him, bro. Watch. It's coming, bro. This nigga just connected some dots, bro. The week before Tupac's Vegas shooting, defendant Combs rented several vehicles, instructed several men from Harlem to drive the vehicles from New York City to Las Vegas. Plaintiff questioned the logic of this decision, as it would have been more cost-effective and efficient for the individuals to fly. Defendant Combs responded by telling the plaintiff to shut the up, mind his business, and do as he says. Plaintiff then proceeded to order the rental vehicles and paid each individual a per diem of $150 per day. Plaintiff was also directed to pay for the driver's hotel stay. They got the paper trail. They got the paper trail. Oh my God. I can't sit in my seat. I cannot stay in my seat. Oh, Diddy, you done, bro. You are done, bro. You done. You're getting indicted for the Tupac shit. Watch. You're done. You're done. These men were not known to the plaintiff, not employees to the company, and never part of the company's ventures. But now plaintiff was being forced to finance their road trip to Vegas with the company's overhead budget. Oh my God, bro. It's over, bro. Profane, shut up. Sean Combs then instructed plaintiff to request reimbursement for the rental cars, hotels, and per diem from the parent company at the time, Arista. Upon information and belief, Arista Records reimbursed defendant Combs between $30,000 and $50,000. Oh, this nigga about to have them and tied up in a RICO for the oh my God. Upon information and belief, several years after Tupac Shakur was murdered, Dwayne Keefe D, known as the Southside Compton Crip, traveled to New York City and Harlem. Upon information and belief, Davis was extremely angry and aggressively sought out immediate meeting with Sean Combs or anyone else who he could get on tape to confirm that he was owed $1 million by Combs and had not been paid. But they taking that from Keefe D. They ain't getting that from Kirk Burrowes. Upon information and belief, Keefe D was expecting a payment of $1 million, which had not been received. Reports suggest that some was promised as compensation for facilitated actions that contributed to the assassination of Tupac Shakur. When the payment failed to materialize, tension escalated between Davis and Combs, with Davis making repeated demands for his money and expressing growing frustration over the lack of fulfillment of the alleged deal. Upon information and belief, defendant Sean Combs paid $1 million to a courier who did not deliver it successfully, and Combs refused to pay $1 million again. The courier was the individual who orchestrated the events in Vegas and failed to pay Keefe D. At the time, he was Combs' go-to for dealings with the West Coast. They talking about Zip. These niggas is playing greasy. They is greasy. Uh-oh. Sean Combs' exploitation, control, and betrayal of Christopher Wallace, Biggie Smalls. Christopher Wallace, better known as Biggie Smalls, of the Notorious Big, was one of the earliest and most successful artists signed to the Bad Boy record label. Under the defendant Combs' management, Wallace became the label's flagship artist, propelling Bad Boy Entertainment to national prominence. However, their relationship was far from an equal partnership. Combs exerted immense control over Wallace's career, finances, and personal decisions. Wallace had grown increasingly frustrated with his financial situation under Bad Boy Entertainment. Despite selling millions of records, he was not receiving his fair share of the profits. In the months leading up to his murder, Wallace renegotiated his contract with Combs and secured a majority share of his royalties. He also limited his commitment to Bad Boy Entertainment having started his own record label and signed his own artists. Upon information and belief, perceived Wallace renegotiated as a beat. Upon information and belief, Combs perceived Wallace renegotiation as betrayal. Combs believed he was Wallace's best friend when in reality, Wallace's closest confidant was D-Rock. Wallace's decision to take control of his own career and earn his deeply angered Combs, who saw it as both rejection and a direct challenge to his authority. As the case, whenever his experiences rejection, Combs initiated a campaign of retaliation. He began to alienate Wallace from key industry connections and used financial leverage to maintain control over his earnings. Prior to his trip to Los Angeles in March of 1997, Wallace was involved in an automobile accident that left him with a severe leg injury. He struggled to walk and expressed strong reservations about traveling to Los Angeles, given heightened tensions following the Tupac Shakur murder months earlier. Wallace supposed to leave Los Angeles on Saturday to fly to London, England for a press tour arranged by plaintiff Clive Davis and Arista Records. It was a marketing press junket for Wallace's Life After Death album. Sean Combs was very jealous as he viewed himself as the king of hip hop, although up to that time, his only accomplishment as an artist was being a wingman for Wallace. Despite Wallace's injuries and concerns, Combs forced the issue, insisted that Wallace remain in Los Angeles. While Wallace was en route to the airport, Combs called the plaintiff and demanded that Wallace cancel his flight, order him to stay for an unscheduled club party that evening instead. These niggas is trying to draw the picture that Diddy set up Biggie, allegedly. Plaintiff and Wallace pushed back, but Combs was determined to have Wallace make an appearance at a vibe party that had absolutely nothing to do with him. This decision was highly unconventional and reckless, and they had no proper security in place. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry fueled, in part, discussions and actions of Sean Combs and a West Coast record label executive. Various street gang factions and escalated to dangerous levels. Without security and with his limited mobile, Wallace was left completely vulnerable. According to Gene Dale, Sean Combs' security at the time, he warned Sean Combs that he was informed that it was not safe for any of them to leave the compound they rented for the weekend. Sean Combs ignored the warning and insisted that they all went out. Sean Combs was the only person in the entourage with security detail. Technically, that would be true. Early morning on March 9, 1997, Christopher Wallace was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. Sean Combs was in the car ahead and was unscathed. According to the plaintiffs' Daily Journal entry following Wallace's affordable murder, Sean Combs did not wait for Wallace's body to get cold before he hightailed it out of Los Angeles. Thinking of only himself, he did not even have the decency to wait for Mr. Wallace's grieving mother to arrive as she was still en route on the 8 a.m. flight from JFK Airport in New York City to see her deceased son. Sean Combs contacted long-term fixer Clarence Avon, a powerful industry executive with deep connections, including with law enforcement. Avon used his influence with the LAPD police captain to facilitate Combs' discreet escape from Los Angeles. Combs was reportedly transported to a private airport via the trunk of a police cruiser, allowing him to leave the city undetected as local gangs searched downtown Los Angeles for him. Plaintiff was left to organize his own travel back to New York and was responsible for orchestrating the travel arrangements for the remainder of the Bad Boy Entertainment staff. The week after Christopher Wallace's murder, Sean Combs launched a public campaign displaying false performative grief over the loss of his best friend. He made grandiose statements about honoring Wallace's legacy and promised to spare no expense in giving him a funeral fit for a king. However, behind the scenes, Combs and his lawyer, Kenneth Masaus, forced the plaintiff to turn over Wallace's last contract, which had been negotiated to give Wallace greater financial independence. Combs then instructed the plaintiff to alter the agreement, awarding himself 100% in Wallace's works. Yo, bro, and you did it? And you did it. Oh, man. Yeah. Kirk Burrowes might be working for the feds at this point. He might be working for the feds at this point. If that's what he went to jail for, that's effed up. Plaintiff refused to, Plaintiff would refuse to comply, but was forced to hand over the original documents to Masaus. When the contract was returned, the only parts that remained unchanged were the cover page and the signature page. The body of the agreement had been entirely rewritten. Wow. That's crazy. If that wasn't bad enough, Combs charged Christopher Wallace, artist, expense account, the full cost of his funeral. Wow. Completely re-engaging on his public statement, reneging on his public statements of generosity. Rather than covering the funeral expenses as promised, Combs assured that Wallace's estate bore the financial burden. That's foul. All of Sean Combs, and he's in LA for Diddy, all of Sean Combs' depraved post-mortem attacks against Mr. Wallace's rights and assets ensure that the late Violetta Wallace and Christopher Wallace's children were robbed of the full value of their inheritance, depriving them of financial security that Wallace had worked to secure for his family. Sean Combs' exploitation of Wallace did not end there. 3 months after his funeral, Combs released an album titled Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out. Still talentless, he had relied on the gifts of the surviving Bad Boy artists to complete the album. With Wallace and Shakur out the way, Combs seized the opportunity to crown himself the king of hip hop. A couple of weeks later, and less than 4 months after Christopher Wallace's funeral, Sean Combs declared himself the new king of hip hop in Rolling Stone magazine. First cause of action, GVMA. Plaintiff incorporates by referencing all preceding paragraphs as if fully set forth herein. The terms you, your, or yours are used herein shall refer to the recipient of this letter, including but not limited to the respondent and any individuals responsible for the custody and control of the information detailed below. This includes administrative assistants, securities, agents, employees, information, technology, personal, any third-party vendors who may possess relevant data. So now that's the state lawsuit, and that's like the preliminary statement. Like I said, I got the federal lawsuit. I'm just still blown away from that preliminary, because right here is where we got the federal lawsuit. And you see is Janice Smalls, aka Janice Combs, James Doe, or is that Jane Doe? James Doe, I guess that's a man. James Doe 1, Lawyer Doe 1, ABC Company, John and Jane Doe's 1 to 10, and ABC Corporations 1 to 10 are the defendants. The plaintiff, Kirk Burrowes, herein referred as plaintiff by through his attorney, Tyrone A. Blackburn, as in for his complaint against defendants Janice Smalls, aka Janice Close, and everything that I just read. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna go through this. A lot of it is similar, but I do believe that as you can see, it's more detailed with pictures and stuff. Who do I know is in this picture? Let's see who I know here. This must be the early guy. I see Harv Pierre right there on the right. That's D-Dot holding on to Harv. I think that's Kirk Burrowes right there in the middle in front of Diddy. Why would you let Diddy get behind your booty? Is that big over there? I know this dude right here. I can't think of his name. Is that Adolf? That's the lawyer dude, Kenny Masalis. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get into this. We're gonna just look at these pictures. So he coming with the receipts. Oh, this is the office where he came to with the baseball bat. That's him with Diddy Mama. Janice Smalls, aka Janice Combs. Him and Justin. It's the baby shower or the Christian in or something. Got Mary J. Blige there. This must be Justin. Yeah, that's Justin because that's Misa. I wonder what Misa thinking why he holding that baby. Andre Harrell, Kirk Burrowes. Janice. Look at Mary face. Mary like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, it's Kirk Burrowes is giving it up, boy. Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna get into all that tomorrow. I'm still devastated with the hand jobs and the oral sex and the putting the stuff in the booty. Like, yo, this is a lot. I can't wait to get into the details into everything, bro. Man, bro. Kirk Burrowes. Woo. I don't know what to say. Choke no joke, man. I'll catch y'all in the morning at the morning workout. Jesus Christ, bro. This is I gotta watch this back myself just to listen to this. Whoa.
Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In my mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned. Had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Jack Brown. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Never did I think hip-hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind bars or kills. Penitentiary scars. The Man Act. Is it going too far? Back. Y'all industry rats. Y'all whack. That's 100. All Pyro. You'll be trapped like Pac. The go viral. Jeans sore. The nuts at gyro. At the freak off. And Diddy'S too. Butt plug shopper. Free door stopper. Nigga, you don't know if you a criminal or a cop. But you next to be locked. Ask Keefy D. Telling on yourself on Vlad TV. You dumb nigga, you right. You never be me. And I never be you too. Telling on you too. Sitting on the step. Giving up myself. What the fuck I look like? My name G-Dap. Comb legacy doom. Will the bad boys see time like loan? Your extortion fell through. You friended no one. Like the moon. What did you do? Sat back and watch him get groomed. Only badge in the room. You and wifey drunk the juice. Saw the check for Pac's life. gang. You the same lane. That Diddy let hang. And now he chain gang. Damn, you rocked him, fella. Didn't you? For the mozzarella. Did it for Wolf and his mother, D-Ferg and Kirk Burrowes. Nah, nigga, you did it cause your ass ain't thorough. And you ain't from the boroughs. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. This one's for the whole earth. You know, when they get disrespectful, I just go to the booth and kick the truth to the young black youth. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. Keep on hating, you know what it is. Joke, no joke. Yeah. You know what Joke, no joke. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. 2020, rich niggas, money funny. We got killer bees and I lost my honey. My little sex master, yeah, she was a distraction to my mathematics. Then Corona happened. The government capping on what's really happening. Rock Nation signing niggas that's out here ratting. And Jay's the captain of the ship. Ain't this a bitch? You keep his sign and snitch. We lost Andre and Rich. Life's a bitch. Can't have a funeral, no matter if you rich or poor. Overpopulated at morgues, funeral homes, bodies all on the floor. No food in stores, no meat no more. These the last days. If you never prayed, have faith, or saw the illest of days. Yo, it's tough when you see Puff rock a hoodie with his baby mama hanging from a cross. You lost. Damn, you told the CEO on the gram he was a handsome man. That's sexual harassment in front of millions of fans. You made Fab wanna scram like Sunday Letitia. Joseph don't leave, Mary and Jesus. Sags, self-pleasing, some sneak thievers. If we were kids, you call them flat leavers. They use you, don't need you. It's birth you, then see ya. Cross you, then be ya. Curve you and flee ya. Niggas wanna be you until they see you. They idolize you like you in the case. Nigga, you know who got punched in the face, in the A on stage, or any place. A nigga like me never retire like Mace, and don't even care if the church is the escape. Last real nigga alive amongst your face. Y'all big mad, no frosting on my face. You can't come out, Epstein flight log is out, and tell us what that spirit cooking about. Head to head with a satanist and niggas in doubt. The power of the dark side block me out. That's why I'm black and get it in any sport trick. That's why you the non-factor. 6ix9ine keep acting like you ain't acting. You wasn't flagging in the court yapping. That tough guy on the gram was just blabbing. Nigga, you capping. I'm the king of New York. At y'all niggas, I'm laughing. At the plaza. At the plaza. It's the king of New York. Joke, no joke. We here now. You know what it is. Eden Wall, stand up.
Joke, no joke. I'm out. One.
Joke, no joke. Yeah. It's joke, no joke. Let's go. Joke, no joke. Chicken joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Niggas joke.